بالموت حقين.
أيوة.
أيوة.
أيوة. عزيز. صديقتنا. يوسف لك.
يوسف.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. For those of you who do not know me, my name's Catalina Montague, and I'm the groom's little sister. And this is Martis, who is doing the legal part of the wedding. This ceremony will be both in English and a little also in Maltese, as both languages are official in this country, and as we both have only English and non-English speakers with us. We have been invited here today to witness and celebrate the uniting in marriage of Francesca and Eli. Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it for forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage, and when you think about it, the whole thing is really weird, right? You're standing up here in front of a lot of people, looking fancy and holding flowers. Put the flowers down. And being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to you. So why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical as we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. But why this moment? Because despite all our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier and our one universal truth, that no matter who we are, where we've come from, and what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you are both standing here. And that's why you are all here to watch them stand up here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. Now we have a short reading in Maltese by Rose.
Eżistana, Francesca u Eli. Intom sirtu tafu lil xulxin ma l-ewwel ħarsa li tajtu, li tant tajtu. Sakemm wasaltu għal dan pass. Top ta' żwieġ. Ma' żmien iddeċidejtu li tiżżewġu. Minn dak il-mument li qed iva, sa dan il-mument li se tikkonfermaw iva issa, kontu tagħmlu wedi u qbil u b'mod informali. Dawk it-taħdidiet kollha li kontu titkellmu u tiddiskutu fil-karozza waqt xi labrina, xi mixja twila, kollha bdew bil-kliem meta nkunu mżewġin. Komplew iva, nagħmel hekk. Int hekk ħatagħmel, aħna hekk ħatagħmel. Dawk it-taħdidiet li kienu jibqgħu għaddejjin sa tard bil-lejl kienu jinkludu xi darba, b'xi mod, jista' jkun. Kif ukoll dawk il-wedit ta' xewqat mhux li jitkellma marbutin mal-qalb. Dawn l-affarijiet kollha komuni, kif ukoll ma' ħafna aktar, huma l-proċessi veri li jwasslu għaż-żwieġ. Il-wedid simboliċi li ser tagħmlu delwaqt huma mod li tgħidu lil xulxin u ssaħħu l-impenn ta' dawk it-taħdidiet ta' xi ħloqtu, xi xtaqtu u xi ttamajtu. Insomma, bħal jien irrid naċċertak li kont naf u kont nemmen kull kelma li qed. Ħarsu lejn xulxin u ftakru dan il-mument. Qabel dan il-mument kontu diversi affarijiet lejn xulxin. Bib, kumpanni ta' xulxin, maħbubin, partners ta' żvir, għallima, iva, għaliex intom it-tnejn tallimtu ħafna minn xulxin tul dawn l-aħħar ftit snin. Issa ser tgħidu ftit kliem li se joħdukom madwar iċ-ċiklu tal-ħajja. Ikun hemm ċirkustanzi li ma jibqgħux dejjem l-istess bejnietkom. Wara dawn il-wedijiet ser tagħmlu lil xulxin. Intom ħatgħidu lid-dinja. Dan huwa żewġi, din hija marti. Fran, Eli, inħobbukom m'hemmx kemm.
I understood that last
One of my first memories of Fran was very late one night back in Wales. I had fallen asleep watching a movie, and when I woke up, Eli was talking to Fran on Skype. As I wished my brother a sleepy good night, I overheard part of their conversation, and out of sight of the camera, I mimed, "Marry her!" And I wasn't joking. I can't remember meeting Eli, but what I can say is that my oldest memories are of this man. I have no memory of a day that I didn't know without question that he would be there to watch my back. I have no memory of a day that I didn't know without question that he would be there to point out that I've missed the punchlines of my jokes. I have no memory of a day that I didn't know that he would be there, that there would be a man loving me without question for who I am. A close friend once told us that when Eli and I are in proximity of one another, he can witness Eli's heart divide, a peace resting with me. I found that so beautiful and wished that I could witness that. And then I met Fran. And in that moment, I knew that like a jellyfish, my brother's heart had divided once more and found a home within Fran. So Fran, I must thank you for proving me right. And I say one last time, marry her. In light of that, I'll now hand you over to Martis to do the legal parts.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you here this evening for this celebration of love, the exchange of marriage vows between Eli Fran Montaigue and Francesca Gaia. Before I proceed with the actual civil ceremony, if you'll allow me, because this is something that I personally believe. I believe that marriage joins two people who trust the love that they have found. It is a partnership of equals in which each can grow and be their own true self, whilst sharing at the same time the development of the other. It is a statement to all of us here of what the two of you would already know, and that would be that you have found such love, friendship and support that you wish to share the rest of your lives. Now, marriage itself is a very serious matter, and that is why it is always conducted with such formality, reverence and dignity. What we all witness here today is a promise of mutual support for an indefinite period in whatever form that may come. Now, what really would have happened would have been this, that on a particular day, in your case it was the 13th day of March of this year, you came to the public registry to apply for the publication of bans in respect of your marriage. Now, since Mr. Montaigue is a foreign citizen, it had to be first ascertained that your country of nationality and domicile accepts as valid Maltese marriages. Secondly, that the two of you have the capacity to contract marriage according to the laws of all countries. Bans were then duly published between the 23rd day of April right up to the 3rd day of May, and then following that publication, a certificate would be issued and handed to me as the marriage registry officer who is to officiate at your marriage. Therefore, having satisfied all the requirements, the marriage may be proceeded with. And now for the benefit of the two official languages, sinjuri, peress il-lingwi uffiċjali huwa kemm Malti u Ingliż, ħanerġa' nirrakapitola fil-qasir għax dak li jkun ġara jkun hekk. Illi fit-13 ta' Marzu ta' din is-sena, Eli u Francesca ikunu ppreżentaw it-talba għat-tnidijiet ta' żwieġ ċivili tagħhom. Wara li ġie aċċertat li ma jkun hemm l-ebda impediment, it-tniedi ġew ippubblikati bejn 23 ta' April sa 3 ta' Mejju u wara dak il-perjodu joħroġ ċertifikat li ġie mogħti lili bħala l-uffiċjali bil-preżenza tiegħi ħajatu il-konsens għaż-żwieġ tagħhom. Għalhekk, billi ġew sodisfatti ir-rekwiżiti kollha tal-liġi ħa nipproċedi biċ-ċerimonja. And so, Eli, Dana Montaigue and Francesca Gallia. As it is your intention to enter into marriage, I will ask that the two of you face each other, hold your right hands together. I will be asking a direct question and then you may exchange your vows. In the presence of these people present here, do you, Eli Montaigue, take Francesca Gallia to be your spouse for life?
I do.
So, would you please then repeat after me, addressing Francesca?
I, Eli Montaigue, take you, Francesca Gallia, to be my spouse. What was that? I promise to be true to you in good and in bad times, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life. Francesca, Yina, Mihu, Lilek, Fe, Switch.
In the presence of these people present here, do you, Francesca Gallia, take Eli Montaigue to be your spouse for life?
I do. I, Francesca Gallia, take you, Eli Dana Montaigue, to be my spouse. I promise to be true to you in good and in bad times, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life. Yena Francesca Gallia, Niholile, Eli Montaigue, the sweet.
And now, as an outward symbol of the vows you have just exchanged, can we please have the wedding rings brought up? Eli taking Francesca's ring.
It's going to take me a while, I'll get a drink.
I wanted to see me do this.
Oh, man. It's got one side off. Ooh.
That's it. Now, do you call her Francesca or Fran?
I call her Fran.
Fran. So, could you take Fran's ring?
Sure.
Place it onto her left hand. I'll be moving out of the way, okay?
Okay.
Now,
Fran,
take this ring
take this ring
as a token
of my love and fidelity. There you go. Fit.
Okay.
Ah.
Fran,
Fran, who,
Dan,
Dan,
Ich,
Ich,
Chulket,
Julket,
Hala,
Hala,
Signal,
Signal,
Ta,
Ta,
Inhapti,
Imhapti,
U,
U,
Tal,
Tal,
Fedelta,
Fedelta,
Tiai,
Ti,
Lake.
Lake.
take this ring as a token of my love and fidelity. Eli Fran Montaigue Palestinial Tampati Utapedeta Tiegeti.
And as the rings encircled the fingers, so may the bond of fidelity encircle the two who wear them. Now since you have thus declared, without any condition or qualification, and as empowered by Article 15 of the Marriage Act of 1975, I declare you, Eli Montague and Francesca Galia, spouses for the rest of your life. Now you may kiss your wife and give them a big hand, and wish them a very, very happy marriage.
Kiss them that. Do you want me to show you how?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be asking the newlyweds to come through here to sign the document, which will be registered at the public registry. So, can I have the official witnesses as well? Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I have for the newlyweds is a memento of the official civil ceremony. However, the ceremony is going to continue. You see, when two people commit and they actually pledge to spend the rest of their lives, as Mrs. Galia and the groom's sister have said, this is based on making the exactly right choice that you make in your life. And no two people can say it more than the personal vows that are going to be exchanged by Eli and Francesca.
Am I first, am I? All right. Because I'm going to make you cry, and then you're not going to be able to finish. First of all, I'd just like to say, Helen of Troy, right? Yeah?
Smoking hot.
Lucky boy that I am. Hold on.
To fight for it.
Hold on. Getting old. I say I'm getting old, but I've had them since I was 9. All right, here we go. I've always been the kind of person who likes change, living in 10 different places through 4 different countries, 13 different cars and 7 different motorbikes. I always want to change and something new to try out. 1 minute it's a Land Cruiser and the next it's a patrol. Many years ago, in my late teens, my dad noticed I was having some hard times with life. He told me that change is good. It keeps things fresh and keeps you alive, but also that you need grounding, especially when you grow up and become a man. To keep grounded, he told me I needed to have one constant amongst all the change in my life. And even with all your crazy hyper-Mediterranean Malteser blood, you keep me grounded and you are my constant. Well, she's doing well. She's doing well. Your craziness and ridiculousness keeps me alive and kicking. There's never a dull moment with you. Combined with your kind, caring and soft-natured soul that calms me anytime I'm stressed. And your brain. I love your brain. I love talking with you. Anytime I have a problem with something on my mind, you always help me through it with the right words. All this leaves no doubt in my mind that I want you with me always. And for the times we're apart, know that wherever you are, that's where I'm heading. Because you are the street that I call home. So my vow... No, she hasn't read hers yet. So my vow to you is to share a crazy, fulfilling life with you, full of new adventures all the time, whether that be a simple hiking trip to a new camping spot with the kids, to make dinner under the fire, not dinner under the fire, dinner on the stars under the fire, or a crazy expedition across the Simpson Desert to Cape York or to Antarctica. A life of stability in our home, with adventures whenever we want them, but no matter how much change is happening in our lives or change happening in the world around us, there is always one constant in our lives, that is us, together through everything.
Eli, when I first met you, I had no idea how much my life was about to change. But then, by the time I realized that life has put me in the place where I truly belong, it put me in a place where I could be my own true self, and with you next to me, pushing me more to be what and who I actually want to be. I feel like everything that has happened has led me to you. The person who I want to be with till my last dying breath, the person on the same path of this thing called life, but remaining as true as can be to our own selves. How could I possibly ever outgrow you? You are my captivation, my love, my challenger, my best friend, my adventurer and accomplice, the person who makes me face my fears and never backs down. Yet you are the same person who makes me feel the calmest I have ever been next to someone. Not now. You're the best because you are you, and I love you with all of my heart and soul. So I, Fran, choose you, Eli, to be no other than your own true self, the way that you have always been. I love you just the way you are. I trust what I know of you and what I am still going to discover, to learn with you, grow with you, and experience life itself, knowing that we do not complete but complement each other. I marry you without hesitation or doubt.
I'd just like to say she actually tried less than I did. She beat me.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I had said, what I have put in Euro as a memento, it states that Eli and Francesca were married here at Peretti Restaurant, today the 26th day of May. And for the non-Maltese speaking, I always point out that the Maltese word for marriage is switch, so which meaning two. and literally, as from this day onwards, the two technically become one. And to finish off the ceremony, the groom's sister would like to say a big thank you, and I'll be passing on.
Thank you, Mathis. Fran and Eli, all our best wishes go forward with you, and we wish you a fulfilling life rich in caring and happiness. May you find a life that nurtures and comforts you, that reflects your honesty, kindness, and integrity. Let life amaze you and bring you joy. The spouses would like to thank you all for making the journey to be here today. You are the most important people in their lives. All of the time and conversations that you've had with them both have helped make them who they are. A little side note, I now kindly ask everyone to stand up and throw confetti as the bride and groom walk out the aisle, then follow them into the reception area, except for immediate family members, groomsmen, maid of honour and her husband. Everyone, it is my greatest pleasure to be the first to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Montaigue.
Said that. Okay, so I suppose you want to know what we did at the stag last night. I can't tell you, but I will tell you this. We did manage to get Eli to taste a beer. Three beers!
Three different.
We're never going to get him drunk, but it was nice to see him taste something. And he still doesn't like it. He likes the one that tasted like water. Gin and tonic. So this is where I get to the actual speech, I suppose. So, once upon a time, no, it doesn't start like that. A long, long time ago in a it does feel like a long time ago though. Eli came up to me saying, well, he was talking to me about this girl Fran. I was like, Fran, okay. I didn't really think of it much at the time, but then it started getting more frequent. And before long, and then every time Fran would send him a video or a message of her dancing or doing something funny to make him laugh, he'd come running in. Either to me, Mum, or Cameron. Well, Mum, she's over there. Hey, Mum. Cameron. Oh, there's Cameron. So he'd come running in. Oh, this girl, she's so amazing. She keeps sending me these videos and messages, and we have these talks, these long, long talks into the early hours of the morning. And then we all started to think, we started to get the feeling that maybe he likes this girl. So much has happened, you know, but like, there was this one time, okay, at Tai Chi camp, and I had the same phone as Fran, and she's still got the same phone as me, haven't you? Even though we've upgraded, we still have the same phone. It's like we've got this phone connection or something. But yeah, because we had the same phone. I had a different case, and so we'd swap. I swapped the case when she was just off doing something else. And then she came back, she was using her phone. Oh, what's happening with my phone? Why are my apps different? And why isn't it working the way it should be? And then a few seconds and she realised what I'd done and she had a good laugh about that. But yeah, it wasn't long before we got to meet Fran, and At first she was a little bit shy, a little bit quiet, but yeah, before long we were having a really good time and we realised what a beautiful woman she is. And so many things have happened a certain way. Like if anything had happened any differently, we might not be here today. But what I'm trying to say is that it's like they were meant to be. And they've always meant to be. Like, did they have help from up above? Was it destiny? Or was it just two people falling in love? I think it was a little bit of all of those things. The only thing that matters though is what is. And if you look at them both tonight, you can see. Love, I think love is one piece of the puzzle. It's a big piece, but there's so many pieces that go into making a marriage work. And that's what's so great, is they've got the rest of their lives together to put all those pieces together. Cheers to Eli and Fran.
Eli Fran.
I forgot to bring my drink up. Okay.
So we'll invite the lovely couple on the dance floor for the first dance. A big round of applause. Come on, everyone.
That you've been before.
This song I sang to Fran over Skype before we were going out in an attempt to woo her, and it worked. So I thought I'd better sing it again tonight. I'm going to get my brother and sister to help me out with this one because it's one of my dad's songs, so the band doesn't know it. So you guys ready? So I'd just like to say that with the help of the Father who wrote this song, and the Son on the keyboards, and the Holy Goat on guitar, here we go. I haven't played it in a while, so I've got to read some lyrics as well, I'm sorry. Just my friend, but it hurts when you go away. There are times I've spent sitting here with you, and the little things that you say and do. I know you're my friend, you're just my friend. There are times when I think of more, 'cause I feel so down when you're not around. Just a word from you lifts me off the ground. I know you're my friend, with the light in your eyes, I can lose my disguise. But without you there's nothing. I must put up my walls. You were only my friend to pretend. When you lifted my shade, then I knew I could tell you're just my friend. But I keep on loving you more, and in time I hope that you'll come to see that I love you and you do love me. And now you're my friend, you're more than a friend, you mean everything to me. Just a call from you makes my life complete. All my worries turn from sour to sweet. You're more than a friend, with the light in your eyes, I can lose my disguise. But without you there's nothing. I must put up my walls. You were only my friend. I don't have to pretend. When you lifted my shade, then I knew I could tell. With the light in your eyes, I can lose my disguise. But without you there's nothing. I must put up my walls. You were only my friend. I don't have to pretend. Alright, now I'll sing some for the rest of you. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all of my friends and family who have flown in from far and wide across the globe to be with us here today. Yeah, really appreciate it. It's really nice to have you all here. I always remember I was thinking before when I proposed to Fran, I was thinking like, oh, you know, I probably have about 10 close friends. Who are my close friends? Then I sort of was going through my list and I'm like, oh, I've actually got a lot of close friends. I'm going to have a lot of people here at this wedding. So, yeah, I'll sing you another song. Let's go for it. For the broken hearted, no silent prayer for faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a busy crowd. You gotta hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my sound, yeah. Their